you go on thus, you will kill yourself, and 'tis not wisdom thus to second grieve against oneself.
I pray thee, cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless. As water in a sieve, give not me counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ear. But bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of hers overwhelmed like mine. But there is no such man. For, brother, men can counsel and speak comfort to that grief which they themselves not feel. No, 'tis all men's office to speak patience to those that wring under the load of sorrow. But no man's virtue nor sufficiency to be so moral when he shall endure the like himself. Therefore give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
Bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that offend you suffer too.
There thou speakst reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me here was belied, and that shall Claudio know. So shall the prince and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Here comes the prince, Claudio hastily.
Good den, good den.
Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is well.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. Nay, never lay thy hand upon thy sword. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand, if it should give your age such cause of fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my sword.
Tush, tush, man, never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool. No, Claudio, thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me. I say, thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body if he dare.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so daff me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, thou wilt have killed a man.
He shall kill two of us, and men indeed. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy, follow me. Sir boy, I'll whip you from your foining fence. Nay, as a gentleman, I will.
Brother, this...
Hold your content. God knows I love my niece, and she is dead, slandered to death by villains, boys, apes, braggart jacks, milksops.
Brother Antony.
Hold your content. I know them, yea, and what they weigh, even to the utmost scruple. Scrambling, out-facing, fashion-monging boys.
But, brother Antony...
Come, 'tis no matter. Let me deal in this. Do not meddle.
Gentlemen both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on mine honor, she was charged with nothing more than what was true and very full of proof.
My lord, my lord.
I will not hear you.
No? Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You're almost come to part almost a fray.
We had like to have had our two noses snapped off with two old men without teeth.
Leonardo and his brother, what thinkst thou? Had we fought, I doubt we should have been too young for them.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek thee. For we are melancholy and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
It is in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so, though many have been beside their wit. I will bid thee draw, as we do the minstrels. Draw to pleasure us.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
Oh, what courage, man! Thou hast mettle enough in thee to kill care.
By this light he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Come, let me hear from you.
Well, I will, so I may have good cheer.
What? A feast? A feast? I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. For your many courtesies, my lord, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. And, till then, peace be with him.
He's in earnest.
Most profound earnest. And I'll warrant you, for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
But soft you, let me be, pluck up my heart and be sad. Did he not say, my brother was fled?
Come you, sir, you must be looked to.
How now, 2 of my brother's men bound? Borachio one.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. 6th and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what's their offense. Secondarily, why they are committed. And to conclude, what you lay to their charge.
Rightly reasoned and in their own division. And by my troth, there's one meaning well suited.
Who have you offended, masters, that you are thus bound to answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no further to mine answer. Do you hear me? And let this count kill me. I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light. Who in the night overheard me confessing to this man how Don John incensed me to slander the Lady Hero. How you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I would rather steal with my death than repeat over in my shame. The lady is dead, upon mine and my master's false accusation, and briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison whilst he uttered it.
But did my brother set thee on this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
Oh, he's composed and trained of treachery, and has fled upon his villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time, our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Signor Leonato, and the sexton too.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes, that when I note another man like him, I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
Not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled, that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
By my soul nor I, and yet, to satisfy this good old man, I'll bend under any heavy weight that he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina here how innocent she died, and hang her an epitaph upon her tomb, and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning come you to my house, and since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Noble sir, your overkindness doth wring tears from me. I do embrace your offer and dispose henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow, then, I will expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believed was packed in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul she was not, nor knew she what she did when she spoke to me, but hath always been just and virtuous in anything that I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, which indeed is not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your worship speaks like a most thankful and reverend youth, and I praise God for you.
There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation.
Go. I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant knave with your worship. God keep your worship. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow morning, lords. Farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We will look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Tonight I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret, how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Pray thee, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hands by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it. For, in most comely truth, thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me, why shall I always keep below stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth, it catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which hit but hurt not. Well, I will call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. The God of love that sits above and knows me, how pitiful I deserve. I mean in singing, but in loving, Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried. I can find out no rhyme for scorn, but horn, a hard rhyme, for lady, baby, an innocent rhyme, for school, fool, a babbling rhyme, very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo under festival terms. Lady Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore, I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frighted the word out of his right sense, so forcible is thy wit. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. And now, tell me, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It appears not in this confession. There's not one wise man among 20 that would praise himself.
So much for praising myself, who I myself will bear witness is praiseworthy. And now, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. There will I leave you too, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. It is proved my lady hero hath been falsely accused, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all, who is fed and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you hear this news with me, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Is this the monument of Leonato?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, in guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am dumb. Now music sound and sing your solemn hymn. Now unto thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Good morrow, masters, and put your torches out. The wolves have preyed, and look, the gentle day before the wheels of the abyss round about dapples the drowsy east with spots of grey. Thank to you all, and leave us. Fare you well.
Good morrow, masters, each his several way.
Come, let us hence, and put on other weeds, and then to Leonato's we will go.
The sun will rise, the sun will rise. Won't you dry all your tears, lay your burden down? Won't you dry all your tears, lay your burden down?
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudio, who accused her, but Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will.
Well, I'm glad things sort so well.
And so am I too, being else by faith enforced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw into a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter, and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed counsel.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, signor?
To bind me, or undo me, one of them. Good signor, truth it is, Leonato, that your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That I my daughter lent her. 'Tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you had from me, from Claudio and the prince. But what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is your good will may stand with ours, this day to be conjoined in a state of honorable marriage. Your help, good friar, I shall desire.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Look, here come the prince and Claudio. Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry with my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter that you have such a February face, so full of frost, of storm and cloudiness?
I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Tush, fear not, man. Which is the lady that I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Why then she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not, till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand. Before this holy friar, I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live, and surely, as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero that was dead.
She died, my lord, but whiles her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify, when after the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely of fair hero's death. Meanwhile, let wonder seem familiar. Enter the chapel, let us presently.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Why, then your uncle and the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Why then? My cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me?
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it he loves her. For here is a paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life. I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace, I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell thee what, prince. A college of wit crackers cannot float me out of my humor. Since I do purpose to marry, I will think nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it. Therefore, never flout at me for what I have said against it, for man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but in that thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised and love my cousin.
I had well hoped thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, that I might have cudgelled thee out of thy single life.
Come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterward.
First on my word, therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife, get thee a wife. There's no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your brother John is taken in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers.